Hi, I'm Bob Delange, and this is my wife, Gaye Delange, spelled G-A-Y-E. I have a family of 5 sons and our adopted daughter. Our 5 sons are all married and have children of their own, and we have a very good relationship with all of them, even though they know all about me now. I don't know when my SSA really kicked into high gear, but it certainly started at the age of 13. Because at the age of 13, I had a scout physical exam, and I was told that my testicles hadn't descended. And to a boy of 13, just in the puberty years ordinarily, that is a devastating thing to find out. At the time, I didn't even know what testicles were, because in those days sex was never discussed. And so I went home from that exam, found a book in my parents' closet on marriage that did discuss these things, including all kinds of sexual terms, and I found out what they were good for and what I therefore was lacking. And that was a very big psychological problem for me. It left a psychological scar that lasted for many years, even though my testicles did descend within about 2 years after that. And so I feel this was the start of my SSA, because it caused me to have a great curiosity and a great envy for other boys. I really didn't understand what I was dealing with. I hadn't become involved with other men at this point. I just had these feelings that I didn't know what to do with. And so I really didn't know about SSA. We didn't call it that then. It was just homosexuality. And I didn't think that was what I was dealing with. It was only when I started acting out, which is a term that may be synonymous with having sexual relations with other men. It was only when that started happening that I really realized, yes, I have SSA, and I've got a problem. And so that was when I tried all of the things that I knew how to do, which was to read up in as many scientific journals as I could about homosexuality, and none of those gave me any hope or gave me any real insight or understanding. I had the whole university library where I was a professor that I could study some of the best books that were known at the time, and I did that. And then I asked the Lord repeatedly to take this from me. Now, the question I should have been asking was not that he take it from me, but that he helped me learn the lessons he wanted me to learn from having to deal with this. And that came later, but not for 47 years. I would go for a period of years where I didn't experience much problem with it. And then it would all come crashing in on me, and I don't know what always caused those. In some cases it was disappointment of one kind or another. But it would come crashing in, and then I would go off the deep end and go into a period of having sexual relations with other men. So this went on for 47 years. Each of the periods where I was involved was probably from 4 to 9 years, and the good times were anywhere from about 4 to 9 years as well. And so it's the roller coaster effect that so many of us know about, in having good times and then going into a period of bad times. And it was at the end of this 47 years that the Lord started to intervene in my life. I had the Spirit at times during that 47 years, but there were times when I knew it had departed from me. And I don't want to go through any more of that kind of life. My wife has become one of my greatest supports, and I don't know what I would have done without her, honestly. And I think the Lord knew that we needed each other and brought us together. We met on a blind date. And I'll forever be grateful that He allowed that to happen and that He allowed me to marry and to have a family, because it's through my family and my marriage that the happiest times in this mortal life have come. I know that we'll have happier times in the next life if we get to where we hope to be, and we hope that we can be there with our entire family. But above all else, during this period of time, I have come to know the Savior better, and have felt so much closer to Him than I thought was possible. And I feel His power in my life. And once you feel His power, then you know that He lives. And you know that His atonement is for you. Not just for someone else, like I thought for so long. That it really didn't apply to me. I have felt that atonement in my life, and I'm grateful to Him. And grateful that we have the gospel and the church, and I know that they're true.